talking about the Utah Mammoth. Do you think they're the dark horse right now in the West?
They look really good.
Right.
One thing that's really crazy too, and I was looking at their goalie stats. Vejmelka I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name,
That's how you pronounce it.
but he has the second most shots against.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So he's seeing a lot of shots.
That's typically the case in Utah. Even when they were playing in Arizona, the goalies on that team always take the most amount of shots. I don't know why, but that's always the case.
He's probably having a lot of fun. I was gonna say, just speaking like for yourself, when you're playing in net and you get no shots, sometimes it's struggle with staying awake.
Yeah, I think he has a 2.6 goals against average.
Yeah,
but his save percentage is like 900.
Yeah.
But apparently, when you go look at the entire league, the average is like 883 or something. So he's above average, even though I think the average just came down altogether.
Yeah.
Just more goal scoring these days. But he's actually playing pretty well. But I think, honestly, the highlight is Dylan Guenther right now. I think he has 36 goals. Last year, he had like 42, I think. And he's about to break another 40-goal season.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, I think you could label him as a star now.
Well, even like the crazy part too is like nothing really changed with that team. Imagine if that team was still in Arizona.
No, I think Peterka did, man. Like
I mean like destination wise, like atmosphere that the team's under. Like I think that's the biggest change.
This is a big.
That's what I'm saying. Like mentality wise, I think that's the biggest change from the team. Even last year when they were in Utah, it's pretty much the same team that they had in Arizona. It's just the atmosphere, and I feel like the fans are kind of bringing that positivity, like going in and fans cheering. It's one of the smaller stadiums. It probably is the smallest stadium.
Yeah, but it's packed, man. It's loud. It's loud in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, even their mascot, Tusky.
Yeah.
That's a cool little mascot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, Dylan Guenther's been killing it as he has been doing before. Clayton Keller's been playing great, right? 200-foot hockey. You got Schmaltz. I think he has like 65 points quiet. I think he's going to end up with like 75 by the end of the season. Quietly playing great. Vejmelka, you already talked about him. Sergachev is now officially a number 1D man. Guy's like 53 points right now. So he's holding it up, playing big minutes. I think the team is now finally forming.
Gelling together, yeah.
Yeah, and they got, I think, on their bottom six, they have like Carconi and these guys, and they got Larson Krause, guys who have a little more grit. So I think in the playoffs, they're going to cause trouble. I think they're going to cause real trouble. That's why they're my dark horse. I think whoever plays these guys,
it's not going to be an easy matchup.
It's not going to be easy. No. Not at all.
And one thing that Utah has had they've been relative, like knock on wood, right? But they've been relatively healthy, no big injuries, nothing. It's just they've been consistent all the way through, right?
And right now they're holding on to that first wild card spot.
Yeah.
Meaning they're most likely going to play against the Ducks or they're going to play against somebody in the Pacific. My thing is, I think whoever they play in the Pacific, I don't think they're going to beat Utah. I think Utah's beating any of those three teams. It's going to be Vegas, Edmonton, or the Ducks.
Well, one thing I think Utah has an advantage, like I didn't even think about it till just now, was they're playing at altitude.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Same thing as Colorado. Right?
Colorado, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like imagine playoffs where the games are longer and like more physical and stuff. That's got to be an advantage, right?
Yeah.
Imagine going to Utah and playing there.
Yeah.
All they have to do is just win one. I don't think any team beats them in Utah, right?
Yeah, but the way they play too, man, it's just constant pressure. I don't know. I really like their, I just really like their chances this year as being the wild card. Not even in the West, I think altogether in the entire league, I think they're going to be a big wild card, and I could see them going past the second round.
Okay, well,
that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a crazy thing, but I personally think if they play in the Pacific, if they stick around there, I think those teams are going to run out of fumes by the time they play against them.
Okay, well, I'm the opposite. Like in the Pacific, like in the
if it's Central, is a different story. Central is much more complicated.
There's three teams that could easily beat
them, right?
Yeah.
And those teams, I feel like Colorado is just
because you have the Colorado, Minnesota, and Dallas.
It looks like Colorado's the one that's going to be holding on to the number one spot.
Yeah.
So if Utah makes it, if they somehow drop to the second wildcard spot, then they're playing Colorado, and that's going to be a problem for Utah.
But even Colorado, man, like ever since the break, when they came back from the break, like they kind of they're not like the same team.
They're still not bad. What was I looking at? They're still a plus 98 or something ridiculous, plus 87.
Yeah,
in the season. So I don't think anybody's stopping Colorado right now. I think they're so goddamn good. But yeah, just back to Utah. It's just I don't know. That's where I got them. So do you agree that they're a dark horse in the West?
I think they're a team to watch out for 100%.
And how if you do, let's just say if they make the playoffs, how far do you see them going?
Well, it depends. If they let's say they drop down to that 8th and they get Colorado,
Yeah.
I still see Colorado.
How many games do you think they're gonna end up going to?
I want to say 5.
So you think like Utah barely wins one, they're out?
I think so, man. They might win one.
So let's just say we keep the standings the way it is. And they play against the Ducks first round.
Oh, I think they could beat the Ducks.
And
I think it might be like maybe 6. I think it'll be like a long series.
Oh, you think it's a long series?
I think it's a long series.
And then let's just say if they beat the Ducks, and they play against either Vegas or Edmonton. Now it's tricky, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go with the experience, or you're gonna go with this young?
I think I'd lean with the experience a bit
You're gonna
more.
go with the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's but for me, it's just with the Edmonton Oilers, there's a lot of questions. Is Leon Draisaitl going to be 100%?
Mm-hmm.
Is the Vegas Golden Knights going to be 100% healthy altogether? Is their goaltending going to hold up? I think with Utah, there's not as many questions like that. I think these guys are already shaping up to play playoff hockey. They're getting ready for that. So that's my kind of take for why I would choose Utah.
Well, even going into the playoffs, like it's a big difference too. It's not only like how you finish, but like it's how you go into the playoffs. So you want to have a good set of like a good decent form going in, right?
Yeah.
Because that means like the world. Like you don't want to be having to kind of get playoff ready. You want to be ready before the playoff starts.